Hello, sports fans, and welcome. Welcome to the USFL today. This is the preview show of the 16-team USFL Fantasy League. I'm your host, the guru of sports. Actually, I'm El Briscoe. I run the LA Express, and I run it with my son, Dante Briscoe. And today I'm going to talk to you about the previews for this week, week 6 in the USFL 16 league team or 16 team league. A little mistake. Okay, first off, we're going to talk about the Denver Gold and the LA Express. Now, this game is a very, very important game for LA. If they win, they could share a lead of the Pacific Division. Now, if the Denver Gold wins this game, it puts them in a virtual tie with the LA Express, and we got to see what happens with the Arizona Wranglers as well in that division. Pacific Division is really up for grabs. So let's move on to the next game. The Chicago Blitz will try to remain undefeated. I'm looking up at the board right now. They are 5-0. They're going up against the Boston Breakers, who right now are share of the lead in the Atlantic Division of the league, and they're pretty good. Chicago has been outstanding this year, and the thing about Chicago is that Mr. Larry Hansen has just been very, very knowledgeable and very, very outstanding with his picks and his team, and they've been doing a really great job. They're basically undefeated and untouched at this point. Now we're going to move on to the New Jersey Generals and the Philadelphia Stars. Very, very important game in this because, like I said, the Stars and New Jersey are basically one. Philadelphia is actually one game behind New Jersey in the standings, and they basically can even up the score with a win over New Jersey. But Mr. Jose Plaza and Mr. Joey Menard will be trying to keep pace with the Boston Breakers. I keep looking at this board because I actually want to show you something. I have actually the standings up here, so we'll get to them in a minute. Let's move on. The Tampa Bay Bandits and the Memphis Showboats. Mr. Ray Jennings and Mr. James Hayes run the Memphis Showboats, and they've been very, very tough. Very, very tough team. Hopefully with Kyler Murray for the Memphis Showboats will play pretty good and pick up his second win. But then again, Tampa Bay has always been very, very tough. They have Gardner Minshew and Dwayne Henry, so they're going to be very tough to beat. All right, moving on to the next game, we have the Birmingham Stallions and the Jacksonville Bulls. Jacksonville is doing pretty good, but then again, they're kind of like in a virtual tie with Birmingham. So this one is basically a really tight game for both teams because one of these teams are going to be 2-4, and the other team is going to go to 1-5. And basically, they're basically in the cellar of the South Division. Moving right along, we got the Pittsburgh Maulers and the Houston Gamblers. Pittsburgh is still in the hunt. They're 2-3 this right now at the moment, and they're still looking for the win. If they win this week, they will even the score and basically, get a chance to try to challenge for the top spot in the Atlantic Division. Okay, moving on, we're going to go to the Michigan Panthers and the Oklahoma Outlaws. Now, Michigan has been playing pretty good, especially with Patrick Mahomes. Oklahoma, they're still doing pretty good. They're actually 3-2 in their division, and they're looking pretty good. But they're still right behind the Chicago Blitz, that's 5-0. Okay, moving right along. And we got the final game that we're going to preview is actually the Arizona Wranglers and the Oakland Invaders. Now, this game is a must-win for Oakland. If they lose this game, they'll drop to 2-4, and basically Arizona could be in a tie with LA and Denver. Denver's 2-3. So if they win that game, if Arizona wins that game, they will be in a virtual tie with LA if LA wins their game. So we got all those together. Now let's take a look at the standings like I was telling you before. Follow me over here to the Guru board. Now, I usually have a sidekick on my show. His name is Goody, but he doesn't do any heavy lifting, so I'm going to do the lifting right now. Hey, Goody. And you can hear him right there. All right, give me 1 second. Let's take a look at the board right here. As you can see, here's the Guru board, and right here, we got all the standings of all the teams. If you can see, Boston is in the lead right now at 3-2. New Jersey's 3-2. Philadelphia's 2-3, and Pittsburgh is 2-3. In the South, we got Memphis at 5-0. Tampa Bay is at 1-5. Birmingham's 1-4, and Jacksonville is 1-4. Chicago in the Central, 5-0. Oklahoma 3-2. Michigan 2-3. And we got Houston at 2-3. And like I said, that tight Pacific Division. LA is 3-2. Arizona is 3-2. Denver is 2-3. And Oakland is 2-3. Okay, so that's it for the previews. And what I wanted to also mention to you guys is that I want to say thank you guys for getting me into the group and letting me being able to be a part of this. I want you guys to know that I'm trying to remember everybody's name, and I'm trying to do the best I can. So if you can, message me. If you're on Facebook, hit me up on Facebook or so. But like I said, I want to make sure I can pronounce everyone's name in the right manner. But I want to say thank you. Thank you for watching this. And like I said, I'll probably be back in about maybe another 3 or 4 weeks or so to do highlights. Actually, I'll be back the following to do the highlights from this week 6. So you guys take care, enjoy the games, and I'll see you soon. Guru will see you real soon.